Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Angel here, known as AALS3179. Came back with another Raider Talk video after the game. So, we have beaten the Broncos for it's about time. It's about very freaking time. We finally got our very first win, and our last win was about almost a season ago. Well, I don't know why, but okay, so before we get started, let me talk to you guys about something. So, let's go back to week one. Week one, when we lost to the LA Chargers, what happened was the problem is that there was been some of the in last minute calls and everything like that. It was just really pissing me off and stuff like that because the Raiders almost had it to win. We were like a couple of points behind against the Chargers. But for some reason, the reason why we lost to them, because if it wasn't meant for that O-line letting Khalil Mack get to Carr and pressuring him, we would have possibly won or maybe possibly tied up the game. For the Cardinals, if the defense did not fall asleep in the last minute, we could have won the entire game. Now, I don't know why. For Tennessee Titans, we were so close, but I believe we should have just field goal the ball if we were that close instead of we risk for a touchdown. Okay, bear with me. I did not watch none of the highlights of any of these other teams. I only watched the last minute of it. That's all I did. So I'm just letting you guys know what I see. Now we beat the Broncos 32-23. It's our very first time. And fun fact is, this is our very first time beating Russell Wilson. Because when Russell Wilson was with the Seattle Seahawks, he's been nothing but destroying us ever since. But since now he's with Denver, I thought he was going to be a good dominant team to knock us over. But for some reason, we finally smart him back up. It's about time. Russell Wilson's a good quarterback. I respect him as a quarterback, but I feel like ever since he left to Seattle, it's not like the same how he once was when he was with Seattle, because we always see the Seahawks every 4 years, unless they were with us. Because I remember they were part of our division until they had to move the Seahawks to the NFC from AFC to the NFC side. So it was a really, really, really awesome game. We finally, I'm glad my team won. It was awesome. And a shout out to Denver. They're really good because I have cousins who are Denver fans, and no, I'm glad that they're not smack talkers. They respect my team, and I respect their team back. But you know what? It was a big, great shout out. So we won our first game. Right now, we still got a lot of catching up to do, but that was the good news. We won. But here's the bad news. The bad news is we got our main rivalry, which y'all know as I'm talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. The problem is, like I say before numerous times, the Kansas City are very smart because they know what they're going to do. They know they're going to double coverage on Devontae Adams. They know that the defense can even watch and memorize the quarterback and pressuring on Derek Carr. The offense know where they're going. They know how to make some good openings. And the problem is we need to double team coverage on Travis Kelce. If we can double team coverage on Travis Kelce, and if we can pressurize on Patrick Mahomes, and if we smart back against the defense, if Derek Carr does that one pump fake, you know how Rich Gannon does, like the original old Raiders days, how we were dominant at the time, maybe we would possibly win. But right now, they need to work their way back up. Because here's a problem. Like I say, the problem is Kansas City are too good. And we haven't beat them since, like, back in, 2020? Which was in their stadium, which at the time they were barely fans because of, the pandemic and all that stuff. But now, since with the fans coming up and the loud sound, that's what we're going to have a big challenging coming up. So, like I said before, the only way to beat Kansas City, they need to pressure. The defense need to open their eyes carefully. They need to double coverage on Travis Kelce because we know that's Patrick Mahomes' favorite target and all the receivers or whatever. And plus, Max Crosby's doing great, and I can't believe he dominated when he's doing great. Same as what's his name, Nate Hobbs, Abram, including oh my goodness, man, and Josh Jacobs. Hopefully, the Raiders will sign him. Most likely, they will. But I'm still surprised they never signed the Dominic Sue. I don't know what's taking long. Maybe they want him, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm not an expert at football. Like I said before, I'm glad we won. We beat the Broncos, but we still got catching up to. We need like 3 more wins. If we could get the next 3 wins, we'll catch up. But like I said before, it's not like I say. We need to change the whole thing. We need to change the whole thing. We need to. It's like Kansas. Like I said before, because I feel like Kansas City has a perfect playbook that they can know they outsmarted us numerous times. But we need a new playbook. We need to do something different to outsmart them if you're going to go for a win. Right now, I'm not worried about them. I don't want to worry about that because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to expect if we're going to win. I love the Raiders. Don't get me wrong, but the problem is the way how the Chiefs are. That's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough Trojan horse on us because they're like the virus to us, man. and we need to, we need to be the cure. We can't let these guys get to us. We'll see, man. I'm not saying we're gonna have a good game because last time we were at Kansas City, we lost to a big bad blowout, and all that stuff. But like I said before, if we can try to do something, at least we could try to do something, then maybe we got the chance. But I'm still happy about my team. I'm glad we won. But, like I say, we only got barely this one win. Like I said before, we could have beat the Chargers in the first time if only it wasn't meant for Max, pressurizing, which I respect Mac as a player because I knew he used to play for us. Got us about a season later. Not a season, about a next week later. The defense could have been smarting back on Kyle Murray. If only they smart back on Kyle Murray, we could have won the game. And for Tennessee, if that one field goal, if we had that one field goal, then maybe we could have got that shot. I don't know why they went for it. But it's okay. Like I say, those are from the past. But now, we got what matters to me now. We got to win. I'm glad my team won. But, we gotta see what we got to do. So, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm not so sure. Not a football expert, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, I'm happy the Raiders won. Shout out to Denver. They did great. I'll respect that. But you know what? Mainly, I'm happy to see my team won, and we deserve more wins, guys. We need more wins of the season. Even if you guys don't make it to the playoffs, that's fine. Just at least improve to beat the other, the toughest team. Like, for example, Kansas City's one of them, and the other tough teams. And then maybe next season, it could be a shot for us to maybe next season we get to the Super Bowl at our hometown at Allegiant Stadium. We'll see. We don't know yet. If they do come to the Super Bowl that year, I'll be surprised. But it's possible, but we'll see how it works. All right, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Talk to you guys later.